A powerful 7.3 magnitude earthquake struck just off the coast of Sand Point, a small community on Popoff Island in Alaska's remote Aleutian chain, on Wednesday, July 16, 2025, at 12:37 p.m. local time. According to the U.S. Geological Survey, USGS, the epicenter was located roughly 50 to 54 miles offshore, at a depth of approximately 22 kilometers beneath the seabed. The tremor occurred in one of the world's most seismically active regions, the Aleutian subduction zone, where the Pacific and North American tectonic plates meet. The quake triggered immediate concern across Alaska's southern coastline. The National Tsunami Warning Center, NTWC, issued a tsunami warning spanning a 700-mile stretch from Kennedy Entrance near Homer to Unimak Pass near Unalaska. Coastal communities including Kodiak, Homer, King Cove, and Unalaska were urged to evacuate or move to higher ground. In Unalaska, residents were instructed to seek elevations at least 50 feet above sea level or move a mile inland. King Cove, with its roughly 870 residents, activated tsunami sirens and broadcast emergency alerts. In Homer, police advised all those in vulnerable areas to relocate immediately. Within an hour, however, the warning was downgraded to an advisory and eventually canceled entirely by 2:45 p.m., after no significant wave activity was observed. Emergency agencies credited their swift communication systems for keeping the public informed throughout. The National Weather Service confirmed that no tsunami threat extended to the U.S. West Coast, including California, Oregon, Washington, or to Canadian Pacific shores. Anchorage residents reported feeling tremors, but officials quickly clarified that the tsunami danger was confined to coastal areas. Despite the strength of the quake, there were no reported injuries or structural damage. Several factors contributed to this fortunate outcome. The offshore location of the epicenter, the relatively low population density in nearby communities, and Alaska's robust infrastructure and emergency preparedness systems. Many of Alaska's coastal towns regularly conduct evacuation drills and maintain elevated alertness due to their proximity to seismic hot zones. The Aleutian Islands are no strangers to powerful seismic activity. The region is part of the Pacific Ring of Fire and experiences frequent tremors due to the subduction of the Pacific Plate beneath the North American Plate. Historical records highlight this vulnerability. In 2021, the Chignik earthquake, magnitude 8.2, caused minimal damage but triggered widespread tsunami alerts. The 1957 Andreanof Islands quake, magnitude 8.6, led to basin-wide tsunami activity, including damage in Hawaii and Alaska, with 2 indirect fatalities and millions in losses. The infamous 1964 Great Alaska earthquake, registering magnitude 9.2, remains the most powerful in U.S. history and caused 139 deaths alongside catastrophic infrastructure damage. Another historic event, the 1958 Lituya Bay megatsunami, generated a wave over 524 meters high due to a massive landslide, a stark reminder that tsunamis can arise from various geological triggers. Following Wednesday's main quake, aftershocks measuring between 4.0 and 4.4 in magnitude were recorded. Seismologists noted that such aftershock clusters are common in subduction zone activity. Michael West, Alaska's state seismologist, stated that this event appears to be part of an ongoing seismic sequence that has unfolded over the last several years. He warned that the region remains vulnerable to even larger quakes, which could carry a far greater tsunami threat. The tsunami alert issued in response to the quake was precautionary, based on the magnitude and offshore depth of the event. Though no destructive waves followed, experts stressed that such warnings must always be treated seriously. In subduction zones, tsunamis can form within minutes of an earthquake and travel rapidly to shorelines, leaving little time for evacuation. The NTWC, created in 1967 following the devastation of the 1964 quake, now coordinates real-time monitoring, public alerts, and response systems across Alaska's tsunami-prone coastal regions. The success of Wednesday's rapid alert and cancellation highlighted the importance of this infrastructure. From the ground, officials and residents described scenes of quick action and tense anticipation. Jeremy Zidek, spokesperson for Alaska's Emergency Management Office, emphasized that while past earthquakes in the area didn't always result in large waves, caution is essential. We have seen other earthquakes in the area that have not generated significant tsunami waves, but we're treating it seriously making sure communities are notified so they can activate their evacuation procedures, he said. Debbie Schmidt, city administrator for Sandpoint, recalled, "I was at home for lunch and the house was shaking and things were falling." Residents took to social media, sharing videos and updates in real time as events unfolded. This latest quake marks Alaska's 5th magnitude 7 or greater earthquake in the region since 2020. Scientists believe these events are part of a natural pattern of stress release within the subduction zone. Tsunami risk modeling shows that wave size and intensity are influenced by factors such as earthquake depth, epicenter orientation, and the degree of seafloor displacement. In this case, the moderate depth and offshore nature of the quake likely prevented major water displacement. Alaska's remote coastal settlements face unique challenges in the event of an actual tsunami. Limited road access, sparse emergency resources, and geographic isolation make rapid response difficult. Many of these communities also rely heavily on maritime industries and reside in low-lying areas. Events like the 1964 Great Alaska Earthquake, which caused mass destruction in cities like Valdez and Kodiak, serve as sobering reminders of the stakes involved. In addition to seismic data, researchers and insurance analysts are closely monitoring outcomes from Wednesday's quake. The event provides fresh data for evaluating tsunami preparedness, updating risk models, and budgeting for coastal development. The broader implications also extend to the global seismic community. International agencies across the Pacific Rim, including in Japan, Chile, and Canada, rely on shared data to predict and respond to seismic threats. Cooperation has become essential in this increasingly interconnected hazard landscape. As climate change causes sea levels to rise, the destructive potential of tsunamis increases, even when wave heights are moderate. Alaska and other coastal regions must continue to invest in layered hazard planning that considers both geological and environmental risks. The development of real-time tsunami modeling, expanded seafloor mapping, and enhanced public education are all critical tools in building resilience. In the end, the July 16, 2025 earthquake served as a live test of Alaska's seismic alert systems, and they performed exactly as designed. Though no major disaster unfolded, the quake reaffirmed the importance of constant vigilance and public trust in early warning mechanisms. From Sandpoint to Kodiak, the coordinated response ensured safety and provided a valuable case study in effective emergency management. With continued investment in science, infrastructure, and community readiness, Alaska stands prepared to face the next seismic threat, whenever it may come. Thank you for watching the Continental Brief.